Hi everybody, this is Rosa Sharon, and I'm back again with another TV series, well not TV series, Netflix review, and it was on Lost in Space, the reboot. I watched this before. I think I'd done a review on it before, but I'm older and I'm wiser. And when I first watched it, I just didn't think it was that great, and I didn't really see the gaping flaws in it, but now that I have a friend who is more technically minded and more analytical and knows more about actual science than I do. I know science, but he is more logical, considering just how the world works. And watching Lost in Space was like torture. Harris herself, from the very beginning, we know that she's going to be a vindictive bitch, and she's just this character you love to hate. You want to open an airlock and have her blasted out of it. So she feels no pain upon her demise, even though rightly she should deserve the worst demise humanly possible. But I'm a humane person, so yeah, I think even in death, villains deserve a dignified death. But anyway, she's just horrible, and she's just this terrible character. She has a redemption arc. Oh, who cares? Who gives a fig about that? I don't. The only characters worth mentioning would be Dawn, who is comedic relief and very handsome, mind you. Then we have Will, and of course the robot. And the robot is the only source of interest in this series, for lack of better terminology. It's really painful to watch. It's worse than one of those 60s shows that you would watch just to laugh at the so-called effects, and it's just lack of understanding of basic science. And even somebody who got a B+ in science, yeah, I was just shaking my head thinking, yeah, these writers know nothing, absolutely nothing about how science works. But it wasn't a very enjoyable show, and I don't think that they're going to ever produce a season 3. Thank God. We don't really need to see it, even though it ended on a cliffhanger. None of us give a darn about that anymore. But if it were me that were writing it, it would probably end the way that Alf ended or Dinosaurs ended. I know both of those shows ended on a very dark note, but they were accurate. And Dinosaurs more so because they were coming into an ice age at the very end of the series, and they were all huddled around each other waiting for the world to come to an end. And as a child, I was disturbed by it, but it didn't really unhinge me. It didn't change me as an adult. I just thought, oh, well, how sad. And I mean, I knew it was coming. I thought, well, yeah, that's historically accurate and scientifically accurate, so I'm not disturbed by it. And with Alf, I thought it could have been a happier ending for him when Rhonda came back, but it stuck with me as something very tragic, and Gordon should have gotten a happy ending with Rhonda, but that's what fan fictions are for, and that's what the cartoon was for, this kind of as a spin-off. I don't know, I don't remember if he was able to get together with Rhonda or not. I know Rhonda was in the cartoon, so I'm assuming that he got to return, maybe not to Melmac, but to a M-class planet that was similar, but it doesn't really matter. It just that's all I remember. I don't recall that much else about the series itself, although yeah, I just didn't care about it. It just didn't hold my interest. It's not even passable. It's just one of those things that, yeah, it is a real it's a massacre. It really is. It's just terrible. It's just MST3K tier level torture material that you would force people in Gitmo to watch. It's just, yeah, it's terrible. But that's all I have to say about Lost in Space, the series, the reboot. Never should have been rebooted. Should have been left alone. It was fine the way it was, because I prefer danger. Will Robinson, danger, danger. Over danger. Will Robinson, friend. Will Robinson. Actually, yeah, I did like the robot quite a bit. I thought the robot was, yeah, the only character that was worth anything other than Will and Don, who had a lot of flaws, and this was a rebel character, kind of like Han Solo, and I'm like, I see what you're doing here. It works for your character. You're not Jane from Firefly, so that job's already been taken. Anyway, that's all I got to say. So until next time, live long and prosper. Ciao, tutti!